grim lurkers with stilt walkers and throwing stars. Con men, grifters and throne aspiring Bonapartes. Oligander leave, squeeze the milkweed to soak the darts. Liberate the Louvre and fill the villages with stolen art. Molting hearts, dose cirrhosis at the open bar. Slumdog orphans like ornaments in the old bazaar. Swollen stars, red giants and golden guards. White dwarfs turn black holes in a broken jar. Terracotta soldiers, supernovas and solar flares. Wine gourd swings from a rope belt in the frozen air. Iko-iki, you never know the shinobi's there. Pick your pocket, flip the profit of the stolen share. Choke a bear, the streetwalkers are stool pigeons. No one's there to keep watching, it's fool's business. Pulled pins, collapsed cranes and cruel women. Full grimace, field stripping this tool menace. Cool gimmicks, Ayakashi the siren lights. Dionysus ripe from the cold classics inside of lies. Sugar cubes dripping with absinthe and the cyanide. Last sip of the fire vine, last imminent diatribe. Tea leaf readers and dream walkers that weave Akasha. The Lima goddesses, acolytes of the beast offered. Magus dog eats pussy with people watching. Steals knowledge and keeps logs in a secret office. Freakonomics is eyes wide shut for the feature. Teach the novice, meanwhile huffing the ether. 33 heads of the undead stuck in the freezer. Fuck the teacher, fuck the law and fuck the believers. Love for the leaders, subversives and shadow workers. Disruptive youth, tagging and snatching purses. Merge with Omegah Red in the dungeon labyrinth's curtains. Tuck a ratchet impervious, dusty mask of impermanence.
The past, he said, pointing to one side, won't come back. And the future, pointing to the other, has yet to happen. And here, the present. No extent, no substance, no permanence. Yet, if abundance is anywhere, here's where it has to be. In the empty moment.
That type of feeling inside that makes your body vibrate a little higher and send rippling waves and centrifugal graces lulling us from the crossroads. That type of feeling that peeled us off of the cosmos. I ponder puddles and potholes on the block strolling, taking toll of the lost souls with their thoughts broken. Ducking strobes of unknown drones and the cops roaming. Flock home with the pigeon's simple existence. Disengage from the rage of digital temples. Book of 5 rings, sing a light breeze in the mental. Climbing through the drama, still not seeing an issue. It's all teeth in the menu is embroidered on the robes of a monastery. Diaspora transmission delayed. No honor more deserved than a man switching his ways. Take a last glimpse of the page and tie the book to a comment. Align with the divine or whatever you wanna call it. Rain dripping on the doorstep, robes on the floor wet. Sense of equanimity is giving me some more less. I can hear the moonflower curl in its form stretch. Born restless and for it I get more blessed. Rain dripping on the doorstep, robes on the floor wet. Sense of equanimity is giving me some more less. I can hear the moonflower curl in its form stretch. Born restless and for it I get more blessed. Clean the fire off my feet and eat the burnt feathers. Hangman, 7 spaces and G's the first letter. Reached the 3rd level and seen the earth's fetters. Had a bottle for some goggles, but weed just works better. Wu Wei, I'm foregoing the manacles. Soothsayers are portraying fanatical wars waged by the animals, Hannibals of the tech era. Free radical stabbing you with the vexed arrow. Flesh wearer with fresh awareness, I said staring. A vegetarian, barely a mech derelict. Carried to the agrarian, mostly kicking and screaming. Needed sirens to sleep, listing the reasons I didn't feel free and my flight triggered the demons. Lifeline is receding, bringing moments to the miracles. Hindsight is the temptress, she bent over the parables and info of hysterical mind fucking and terrible woes. If you're not careful, she could swallow you. Rain dripping on the doorstep, robes on the floor wet. Sense of equanimity is giving me some more less. I can hear the moonflower curl and its form stretch. Born restless and for it I am more blessed. Rain dripping on the doorstep, robes on the floor wet. Sense of equanimity is giving me some more less. I can hear the moonflower curl and its form stretch. Born restless and for it I get more blessed. Yo, Atma raw, somebody macabre, gun hobby as a father, mystic astronaut, baffled with the craft and overstand to rip the stanzas a lot. Catheric quatrains of monstrosity, art insane. The transcendental madman only happy when the bombs are made. Learned sage who stays mad disturbed, yet beyond heathen leaving amateurs burnt. Along with nano-infected savages, the last shall be first. No pacifists, intergalactic masses at work, shaping matter, bask in the words. Task beyond what y'all fathom, the buried basilisk in astral dirt. Gurgling inert gases, hurtle past those that are cursed. Smashing the black magic of tadpoles, no crashes for Captain Kirk. Teaching Merc class and how to spaz on the verse. Yo, crabs get herbed, the battle axe tilts the earth off its axis and cracks it with the math absurd. And that's my word, connecting bars like Scrabble, telling assholes to get off the astral turf and cut the crap or get your fucking mass smack into a curve. The Berzerker spit classics, all you bastards got nerve. Every day is garbage day, few crab rappers sold trash get served. As the passion burns into triple blackness and casts you into ash into an urn.
No one cared who I was till I put on the mask.
Tenzo goes to the yokai in the temple kitchen, living simple zen that's whittled into the mental prisms. Ill sentient psychonauts that resemble Krishna, feel premonitions of brittle systems that fizzle gently. They build prisons, we build bridges and live intently. Still an empty chill, I'm glow until I feel the sensey. Firefly embers dance in circles like little sentries. Ashes in the ink and perfect petals in the scribbled Mendy. Symbols spinning on Habibi's hands, we seal dementi. Milk and honey, fields of marigolds and meals of plenty. Skillful means a seed for 12-foot orbers. Missiles miss me, spilling Hennessy and pills in little bundles, still a mystery. Everybody knows me's probably waiting on my relapse. Bail money bundled all in 20s, 2 and 3 racks. You wanna go and get it, cold realities, no free pass. Don't deal in absolutes, the true believers need some knee pads. Shikun, don't meet your weak blows, there's no rematch. Meat bags eating the GMOs from the seed packs. Sophanim Ezekiel swings low when the dream hatches. Leaves dancing with prayer flags in the tree branches. Ease back, see Babylon through the curtains. Wrong ice is melting, wrong Amazon is burning.
Yo, the Babylon dismantlers, hanging guard in what? Couldn't find a group of 3 MCs who stay as starved as us. The hunger burns, no need to discuss my worth. I've been a highly valued rapper who actually busted sword the forest house rent. Ignore him now, Verdata Cuban. No veteran who hear me will ever get mad at students. Yo, what kind of math? These is Om Namah Shivaya raps. When I attack so quick with it, you only see the tire tracks and screech. None has spotted what had happened. Spiral staircases in my brain, son. I be the type to shift the script, dog. Cause when I hold the mic and grip, it's lift off. I toy with flows, I'm like a river in fall. Flowing madly down a mountain, zag and zig on cliff walls. Clumsy genius in a house, ghost ref. I speak in other dimensions, slang my crayon pack explodes. Do alien math in zone on snowy mountain peaks. Wanderers on German balcony. The orchard villain do all types of jargon, alchemy and dusty runes. With an eye clock ticking, this avant y'all witness on his jaw got risen like that.
Where we at? I've been sharpening my blades, razor's edge can slice a raindrop. I write a fucking saga if I thought it'd help the pain stop. Allergic to myself, I hope this meditation pays off. Keep pressing buttons, get your motherfucking face rocked. Reality's a chainsaw, packaged in an 8-ball. Sniffed up in an instant, now the battle it can rage on. I tell myself to stay strong and play along, I'm way gone. Veins are filled with napalm, need a seance to remain calm. Strung up all my demons, left them hanging from the great wall. Stifled in a maze, I used to come whenever they'd call. Not living in the past, no use crying over spilled beer. Conquering's a fallacy, imbalance, they are still here. Maybe that explains why I always fucking feel weird. Never really chill, but you never see me spill tears. Somewhere center spectrum, I am dopamine deficient. Hopelessly addicted to a potion that's restricted.
I scribble shit on paper, pay rent, look at nature. Nature. I scribble scribble shit on paper, pay rent, look at nature.
Just trying to reshape the meaning of life. Meaning of life. Life. Just trying to reshape the meaning of life. Meaning of life. 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 Life.
Man, it's fucking hot in here. Here for my damn keys. See what it is, yo. Chop wood, carry water in an endless loop. There's something deep inside of me, it's always hungry, give it food. But if I do this shit I'd lose is everything, no pick and choose. Equal parts gifted and demented in the missile's plume. I clench the jewels while I'm looking up at lizard tombs. Vision zooms, mirror image flip, just shoot it if it moves. Purging all this bile, sipping ayahuasca mixed with shrooms. Something's gotta give or this shit's ending in a click and boom. Frontin' like you missed the clues, my diatribe's brutality. The rest will stay clandestine, you gotta pry it out of me. Careful, keep your distance, I can burn you like a calorie. Unbalanced hypothalamus, inside my eyes a galaxy. Sucked into a black hole, bending the event horizon. Suffered since a tadpole, some of you can sympathize. It's never easy being me, a casualty of mental violence. Mastery's no simple science, still I stand a gentle giant.
I scribble shit on paper, pay rent, look at nature. 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 I scribble shit on paper, pay rent, look at nature.
Just trying to reshape the meaning of life. Meaning of life. Life. Just trying to reshape the meaning of life. Meaning of life. 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 Life.
That buck that bought a bottle could've struck the lotto. Lotto. That buck that bought a bottle could've struck the lotto. Lotto. That buck that bought a bottle could've struck the lotto. 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 That buck that bought a bottle could've struck the lotto.
It's the bottom man, the last samurai of champ. I'm the Ronin 47 and the undefeated champ too. Mind, body, strong, soul, hollow like a bamboo. I keep 50 ninja stars on me, red, white, and blue. Can do what a normal mortal man can't do. If you put me in the ground, I'ma rise like a plant. Focus on your body in a box like a cam. Coming for the eye shot when the cannon in my hand blow. I'll beat you with a chair and make you sick. I can't stand you. I'll pick you up, slam, then I'll stomp you out with stamp. I'll kick you with a foot glove, then punch you with a hand shoe. I'll leave a pussy looking like a pussy when it's ran. Leave a hole in you big enough to stick a whole hand through. So that way when the wind blow, you whistle like a pan flute. Blood dripping like some shampoo. Got drunk and jumped in the lion's den to save Daniel. I'll decorate your dojo in blood, call it martial arts. And as you bleed, I'll throw you in a pool full of starving sharks. I master Chi, and now my fingers discharge a spark. I could touch a dead man's chest and restart his heart. Lead a coat where Bruce Lee is Christ. Wrote a book called Dao De Ching if you need advice. I tried to sell my soul, but the devil left when he seen the price. To open up the doorway to death, you need the key to life. Yeah, if I taught you how to beat me and let you get a freebie, you still won't defeat me. Yeah, if I taught you how to beat me and let you get a freebie, you still won't defeat me. No, if I taught you how to beat me and let you get a freebie, you still won't defeat me. No, if I taught you how to beat me and let you get a freebie, you still cannot defeat me.
Kunai, chains in my palms, hook you and reel you in. Drop your back hard to my knees, see we can feel you bend. Peel your wig, it's compromising your will to live. Walls of ancient weapons, chamber methods to kill a djinn. A million kicks, Chun-Li with the juicy hips. Scale a skyscraper with grappling hooks and do the splits. Buddha fists, faster than platter ludicrous. Kung fu movements, tune you up with the Hadouken kicks. Lunatic, judge told me to lose your grip. I blew my lid and went Sun Tzu on a group of pigs. Found a soapbox and filibuster Confucian quips. And Kumites with the students saying this dude's a mensch. Stephen Chow eating bout like it's Eucharist with two crossed hatchets tattooed on his fupa skin. Humorous, I break your legs while my hookah's lit. 1 inch punch, a quick lunch from the pugilist. Lunar eclipse, I glitch and the page glistens. Create friction and break the depraved system. I could burn it down and escape like I'm Snake Plissken. The Himalayan caves where I contemplate the Invictus. Sage wisdom, even winning I taste venom. Break chins, get a fatal finish in 8 minutes. Cremate the care, my awareness the blade driven. Deep in the bloated bellies of Machiavellian princes. Still I give thanks for the day's radiant entrance.
Yeah, I taught you how to beat me, but let you get a freebie, you still won't defeat me. Yeah, if I taught you how to beat me, and let you get a freebie, you still won't defeat me. No, if I taught you how to beat me, and let you get a freebie, you still won't defeat me. No, if I taught you how to beat me, and let you get a freebie, you still cannot defeat me.
How dare you challenge me with your so-called kung fu? You don't have a chance. Run away! Run away! Go on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down.
There is no threshold that makes us greater than the sum of our parts. No inflection point at which we become fully alive. We can't define consciousness because consciousness does not exist. Hubristic humans lose the title as the dominant intelligence. New language models paired with robotic bodies, elements of humanoid embellishments. Computers join in fellowship. Soon the droids are well equipped to shoot the swords irrelevant. To hell if we don't listen, shit they offer us solutions. Like they talking to a chicken, well they code our evolution. Worthy of the equal codes of the no-mo given to the Dogon tribe. From the star system of Sirius to human souls to decoding time. These error correcting codes were found in web browsers. A loaded 9, space-time and third dimension, governed by the same mathematical codes that unfold in search engines. It's Earth's ascension within ancient algorithms of the holographic light matrix. Stick them in a quantum computer, watch them accelerate. Imperceptible through walls, impossible to regulate. This recipe's omnipotence, our impotence to help display in endless streams of data culminating in synthetic God. Neural networks mimicked nanotech encephalons. Left to corporate sectors, best expect we're gonna get it wrong. Echelon Project, Joe Smith, an affected bomb. Ted Kaczynski's doing flips through Turing tests, reset it all. An incredible song, detonated on Sentinel spawn. The Kroger Elon, accepted like a messenger of God. Could the Tesseract and Interstellar be inevitable for us all? It's best to question every sentence as the synthetic evolves. AI engines, data harvesting from smart cities. I'm John Murdoch with Dark City. Tuning is an art with me. Neuralink on Mars, reps to build a dark city. Bars witty, keep the Tesla parked and drive your car, really? Who's the first to take the hit, huh? Workers paying rent, stuck, waiting for the crumbs of universal basic income. Age of the 5th sun, cyber slaves in hyperspace. Tried to hate AI, but shit, I used it 5 times today. Post-singularity, hijack divine creation. Did we design to save you or devise annihilation? All appliances mind integrated, data sent through supercomputers stretching miles through the matrix. New unprecedented scientific innovations, brain-computer interfaces enhancing cognitive abilities, seamless integration. Check the book of Revelations, DNA manipulation and the light codes of advanced ET Federation. So will it be benevolent post-singularity transhumanism or malevolent xenobots stuck in a Metatron cube prison? I block the noise out and I hide behind my eyelids. Space out in the infinite, indifferent as time drifts. Frequencies are shifting and I'm listening in vibrance. Concentration placed on what is like ISIS. When left to my devices, I look inward for some guidance and recognize that every moment here with them is priceless. I tried to disassociate and lay my plans for happiness. I think somewhere along the way I learned just what a family is. Been floating in an ambient trance, thumbing an abacus. Ripples in the waves, I'm plucking petals from chrysanthemums. Keep them pressed between the pages sages, ancient as Atlanteans. Lower self, the op can take a L before the champion. I'm reaching up but staying grounded the duration, bathing in the water from the fountains of creation. Imagine what the world could be without the limitations imposed upon ourselves. Now the power is complacent. When boundlessness is found again, remember how to pace it. Swimming in the silver sands, we drown in the oasis. Reflections are a telescopic portal, count the ways it shows the seeker who's sincere what inner outer space is. Sometimes I block the noise out and I hide behind my eyelids. Space out in the infinite, indifferent as time drifts. Frequencies are shifting and I'm listening in vibrance. Concentration placed on what is like ISIS. Sometimes I block the noise out and I hide behind my eyelids. Space out in the infinite, indifferent as time drifts. Frequencies are shifting and I'm listening in vibrance. Concentration placed on what is like ISIS. Caretakers of the universal, servants in the triple dark. Bees wax the candles on the mantle, look like little stars. We built an ark and carried sanghas to the safety of a place beyond and left behind the wants only essential parts. Glowing crystal shards form cymatic images. Fractalized mandalas dance like phantoms in the instruments. Missionless, I'm happy we're just passing through the chrysalis, making peace with fluctuating attributes of Benjamin. It's work to self-direct compassion back to where the center is, where it's really needed. Breathing from the solar chakra like the fire element ablaze within the bodhisattvas. Flowing lava folded in the poems japa. Capstones golden polished, coils flow with isotopes. Unknown to earthling physics, still intrinsic in the zygotes. Life is so precious when considering its fleeting nature. Before we've even finished writing, it deletes the paper. We seek the sacred, we'll reach away and lead the place where it shines the brightest. The light inside is even greater. Incubators meet inertia with force. Each time I lose my way, I return to the source.
Atma, Tenzo, as the ether shuddered around him, summoned from deep reaches, what the teacher uttered astounded them, beseeched and at peace with the subtle and soundless, to say the least. Indeed, he funnels the fountain, yet meek from all the trouble, stumbling up mountains, thinking way deeper than others who doubt it, and even more keen. Seeing the brother is boundless, the seeker's rebuttal I refounded, the pieces of the puzzle were rounded. The Taoist reading the funnies while frowning, loud as he preached to the beast, unmuzzled and growling. Beneath him the demons were humbled and rerouted upwards, seemingly struck with wonder at his countenance as they mumbled, looked at each other and pouted. From his speech with gutter renowned spit, very adhesive, profound shit that the people study for hours. The feeble tumbled from the prowess, stunning the legion. He sunned it and drowned it in the cold freezing. Over the peak hovered the falcon, with controlled breathing. The renounced genius discovered his talent. He became regal as an eagle summits unbounded, the leader at the pineal pilots and shuttles the outfit. He's the phoenix at the zenith of the seven palaces.
She rose restless, a square peg in a round planet. They called her weird, but she saw others as outlandish. Large crowds and loud noises aroused madness, so she traveled within, listened and found mansions. She saw kings with clown faces, their crowns plastic. Empires would rise and fall and she'd outlast us. Clouds passing like yuga cycles to cosmic mind. Her mouth crafted a huge smile as her body winded, spinning like a dervish in a turban made of flawless diamonds. Oftentimes meandered in a manner that was not enticing. She occupied her time watching Shakti shine and reading lots of books, chief and chocolate tie hypothesizing. What's a good solution if the humans couldn't monetize it? She'd offer anyways, and since this place is not an island, everything's connected, and she saw them all beyond their violence. Uncompromising, all of man's concocted gods were dying. Maybe with religions gone, the populace could stop the fighting. Not likely, as she knew their nature wasn't peaceful. To obtain it is a hurdle circumvented by the people. She tried to teach you, tried to lead you, tried to feed you. She even tried screaming through your screens but couldn't reach you. She's the whisper in your ear, hear ethereal, the Shifu.
day and night, everything we encounter is our life. Because of that, we put our life into everything we encounter. Our life and what is being encountered become one. We exhaust our life force so that our life and encounter might function as they should. The Tenzo should be a teacher who is settled in the way of Buddha and the Bodhisattva spirit. You should use all your energies, putting your awakened mind to work with constant effort. Serve meals full of variety, enabling everyone to practice with body and mind. To be a Tenzo is zazen off the cushion. To be a human being is zazen off the cushion. Devoting all your effort and energy, both relaxed and alert, with your whole attention, concentrated and sincere, seeing what the situation calls for, the middle way in all your activities. It's an experience of complete engagement, of immersion in whatever you're doing, with great attention and stability, putting your life into everything you encounter. See the pot as your own head, see the water as your lifeblood. Remaining humble, holding high ideals without becoming arrogant, naturally becoming one with the work. Everything in our life is practice. Nothing is hidden, esoteric, or metaphysical. Working for the benefit of others benefits oneself. Making every effort for the prosperity of the community revitalizes our own character. Alas, endeavoring to succeed and surpass the patriarchs means to learn from their lives and value their examples. And in this regard, enlightenment is inseparable from practice.
Ayakashi, 22, yo. Life gets real stressful when you don't have what you need, and desperation leads to the grimiest of deeds. When I was in the beast, I was mindless in my teens. In my 20s, found some traction, started climbing from its teeth. Art was life and trouble's team, harmonized with hustle seeds, carving light from subtle streams, hard to find and touch your dreams. I learned a couple lessons, stressing nothing's what it seems, believing half of what I hear and even less of what I see. Karma's all-encompassing, its reach is ever fathomless. I keep my body healthy, free of substances and animals. It wasn't always so, it's hard to calculate the damages, physical or otherwise. The subtle body bandages are bloodier than swords I melted down to form these instruments. Give thanks for all the suffering that show me what contentment is. Assembling these simple symphonies of sin and dissonance, and fighting back the world to protect my child's innocence. Listen, it's a shifty bit of business, grifting Benjamins. It's difficult to keep the animal inside the gentleman. Voltron for the synthesis, but overstand the differences. There's no sense in intention, it depends how you envision it. Limitless, assembling these sigils in the spherical pillars, split and spiral, put the ritual in spiritual. My insolence derivative of inference empirical. Keep the practice rigorous, not wishing for a miracle. I go out and get it while you sit around quiescent, acquiescing to the questions and the answers you are fed. It's a deceptive hollow path to chase desires of the id. Allegorically equates to handing fire to a kid. Life is just a blip, every spark a shooting star. So watch your conduct, cause what you do is who you are. Tried to pry the yin from yang, but sparring balance proving hard. Light and darkness form a whole, can never pull the two apart. Feet dangling from roofs of moving castles, and I'm throwing fruit at a joiner multitude. A milk toast and moldy crew. Dukkha, kin and tangled, we're familiar cause I know it too. I lived 1,000 lives before discovering the noble truths. Finding stillness in the chaos of a strange and violent sphere. Sense of sandalwood and saffron beckon silence in the air. Her diet lighter than a feather with defiance in my stare. This life is rife with chaos, so I strive to stay aware. Barely hanging on at times, I find the red pill as Tonglen. Solutions in the sutras, but the truth is that it's always been a world where power's prized. Men who rise the blind will follow them. We swallow up tomorrows as apostles of unbottled gins. Children by the thousands killed in Gaza still in danger. It's hard to watch the genocide and not be filled with anger. Galvanized as militant, no Abrahamic saviors would condone these acts of terror. Know the errors in our nature. These megalithic mansions of the oligarchy, hard to fail. We outlaw gangs but do the same shit on a larger scale. Islands are a harmful veil. Taxes paid for arms we sell, so proxies do our bidding. I'll keep sitting lifting carnal spells. We sat down and wept by the waters of Babel. I thought of the day when our foe, and the hue of his slaughters, made Salem's high places his prey.
By the ghettos of Babylon, where we sat down in a meditation. By the ghettos of Babylon, where we sat down in a meditation. By the ghettos of Babylon, where we sat down in a meditation. Down in a meditation. Meditation.
Yo. Mahakaruna, meet the madness. Place attention on the breath. Cultivate compassion, 18 inches from the head. Stay and dedicate the merit, wake the senses of the flesh. Yes, 12 emerald petals set ablaze within the chest. Generations under threat, you can clock it when you scan. Climate change displacement sparked the conflict in Sudan. Switched from cosmic to Karana mudra movements with my hands. We brutalized the Buddha, fuel spewing from the sand. Mesopotamian tankers yanked from the cradle of civilization. The same with African slaves in a nation stripped of everything. First the diamonds, now the water waffle. It's been torn asunder, sorted shuffle. Always it's the poor that suffers. Welfare to healthcare, they pull it for the bullet. Building walls and breaking families. The savagery from pulpits. The foolish get the flaming sword of Prajna, need a reset. I navigate these spaces with the Bodhisattva precepts.
Calm yourself, young master. I have something. This is especially for you. It will open the door to bliss. Here, try one.
What is it? What is this?
Hazzia, my lord. Hazzia. Take one. Leave sorrow and fear behind.
No more sorrow or fear.
That's right. You'll never again be troubled with the misery and suffering of this world. No payment necessary. It's my pleasure. I'm sure wizards have troubles too.
Yes, perhaps, but none that your wares could ever hope to reverse. Just know, Hazzia is not something to flirt with, Aaron. Look, eating Hazzia brings with it a feeling of euphoria, but then the spirit abandons the body and wanders aimlessly in the darkness. And when it returns, more and more Hazzia, until finally, death.
Hey yo, 7 motherfucking riff. Tenzo, like SOS is dead, kid, it's Tenzo. It's like this, Zen students, the Babylon dismantlers. Check, yo, check, yo, check. Yo, fuck it, I just wanna go to sleep. I love myself, I can't lie, but there's parts I wouldn't keep. Like, okay, I'll keep them, but they need to transmute. Sometimes I wanna end my life, but know there's some I can't do. You can't just run away from life, cause your shadow grabbed the wheel. You gotta take it back with a vengeance. On this what labyrinths feel, I feel sad. You wouldn't know the laundry list of wrongs I did. When I was young, I steal from people frequenting and pouring this shit. Records clean, none saw me but my soul. But behavior's done as you contend to haunt you when you're grown, it's called patterns. shit was mindless what I done, and further down the road of life I'd end up lying to those I love and breaking otherwise massive gifts from God. I love this one. We go on walks and get Akashic downloads from the sun. I keep trying to make it abstract ill, but I miss them, dog. The only thing I see inside the candle lit crystal ball.
The true ones with the power always seem to walk the hardest road, and out the mud is where the most intelligent of gardens grow. Addiction is a beast, collective suffering of earth. Too many think they got no choice and end up stuffed into a hearse, but I refuse. Won't end up in a cage again or waste another second of these blessings getting wrecked in wrong directions. I learn my lessons, heed messages and see it through, and meditate daily in stillness until I reach the truth.
Yo, what? The true ones with the power got the hardest road, and out the mud is where the most intelligent of gardens grow. Addiction is a beast, collective suffering of earth. Too many think they got no choice and end up stuffed into a hearse, but I refuse. I won't end up like those before I'm kid. I contemplate the essence of this life inside the orphanage. I learn from my lessons, don't repeat the loops, so meditate upon the supreme until you see the truth. It's like that.
Yeah, come on. I was laying with the daughters of Mara, spirit eclipsed the void. I never like to label it disease because we get a choice. I kiss my boy and paint his face inside my memory, remembering the moments I was gone and he was missing me. I hold him close but know at times I need to be alone. Get the bread and right livelihood so I can bring it home. Rock bottom recidivist, keep digging, you can see the hole. From slanger to a custody, from a custody to a misanthrope. Bukowski of this rap shit was living life in past tense. Ask rent, creatives tend to suffer more on average. This math gets tricky when you factor in the pills and parties. You feeling artsy? Sometimes you gotta kill your darlings. All my favorite people been through hell but keep the will ablaze and soldier through the moksha, letting go of all the guilt and shame. Miracles incarnate, I salute for what you come through. Know everything I do is for my family and I love you. Relation in the sun-kissed faces that I call home. Narcan cases gather dust where the bottle broke. Not alone and not a hole, I zone and let my thoughts roam. I dedicate the merit of the karmic growth to lost souls.
Fully in anybody else's BS. Don't swallow all their belief system totally. Don't accept all of their bullshit, all their BS. The second rule is like unto the first. Don't believe totally in your own BS. Which means that, as Bucky Fuller said, universe consists of non-simultaneously apprehended events. Non-simultaneously. Universe consists of non-simultaneously apprehended events, which means any belief system or reality tunnel you've got right now is going to have to be revised and updated as you continue to apprehend new events later in time, not simultaneously. This is the natural functioning of the human brain. It's the way children's brains perform before they're wrecked by the school system. It's the way the minds of all great scientists and artists work. But once you have a belief system, everything that comes in either gets ignored if it doesn't fit the belief system, or it gets distorted enough so that it can fit into the belief system. You gotta be continually revising your map of the world.
Switchblades in this arcade. The tea served here tastes like your own voice. Skeletal chord, welcome to our end. There was the malice in the yang, well, what exists in the yin. snakes left the den. That's when I crept through the rifle zone, shambled through the alley with robo-geishas and waffle cones, made the eyes and lotto bones, scaffolding in the bubble, towers, werewolves, reloading, Enoch.
Sulfur halos are bent, iron face, golden fists. With Plato and cave playing Beethoven's fifth. Orioki egg rolls and trace bowls that glisten. From Kintsugi and the porcelain contortionist magician. Sipping Pedro with Bliskin in the age-old tradition. Rainbow Bridge metaphysician begs your attention. But this place don't exist in a simulated dimension. Reading tea leaves, I see things be the change in the system.
Old storybooks hidden in an archive where the gods study life and their star guides. Seen a red moon glow when he activate. Never know nothing passing through the astral wave. Lumen Harlows, how will we enunciate? Puzzle world paradox, parasitic grave. Psychonaut, astronaut, he always find his way. Life is not a rifle shot, it's gunpowder crates.
Yeah, I listen to the master's words like ice. Son, what do you know? Playing catch with a rock and walking through some mossy tombstones. I'll be the rarest orphan child, grown man, willow lit. Sunshine, walk slow, encore, village myth. In Sujos and boots, enjoying the shade under trees. Laxdale building with Tenzo with a cup of tea, laughing. He like all the life is a dream labyrinth. No matter what it seems like, there is nothing that we lack in seven ribs.
Coming ice cream trucks and high with a slash. Popsicle sticks and dogs and subway maps. Cheshire hack up hibernates inside tiger tanks. Made of recycled fire escapes from empires of jade. I feed white apes to vampire maids inside caves. I be remiss not to mention that they have spider legs. Fox bane absences. Ghostly construction crews from crane game accidents and other strange happenings.
Great waves draw from a place that is null. Everything and all, anything can fall. When we write, it's a paradise of all. Heaven to hell, change the pace of the scroll. Ancient architecture, almanac, hope protector. Sign divinity with blood and ash tree nectar. See, we on the gallows, the son of the hallowed, but never past the deck, shipwrecked in the shadow.
I'ma sit back, parallax, and watch the flowers dance. Build sand castles in the Grim Reaper's hourglass. The clouds pass like a shroud slathered in sour mash. The inner sanctum's a mirror made from the outer planets. Low pan transfiguration measured the madness. Brought the whole clan together, left it in fractions. Sit the mesk in the chalice, balancing on the pole top. Mellowing with jello, be opera mantras or pole pop.
Yo, the old path behind the cemeteries where I be at. Borders I know not, I'm the pine cone guy. Yo, I love creative realms, come on let's go explore. Cause everywhere I look looks like an open door. There's no blockade, you try to dismantle me son, I'm not phased. I say the students is freedom, there is no lock made. Blasted, stumbling through the grass in a labyrinth. Laughing that problems dash, cause nothing actually happens like that.
Asylum in trance states, I am past adjacent to recalibrate, reconfigure extrapolations that bring me back to a place in nature and adoration. A master mason whose dwelling place is imagination. Congratulations, I'm overjoyed to inform you of some subtle movements that jostle loose when the story's stuck. The storm above will surely clear when the morning comes. My mind will bloom with 1,000 petals, a thorny tongue spits venom, the oracle saw me born in blood. No intermission, I fill my bones with the force of love. They warned me once, but I persevered and endured the flood. Post-diluvian human rest when the war is done. The Ouroboros spun, tangled in the lotuses. The cycle is renewed again, just waiting for the poles to shift. Reading Dogen, stacking rocks up by the river's edge. Letting go the guilt and stress from what I did to get ahead. We spin a web of wickedness in this picturesque macrocosm. The only prison is in the head. Moldy pigeon shit on the lead only visits the walking dead. With thoughts directed, it magnifies what the problem is. And the solution, mute the rambling nuisance. Who can stand and salute this understanding established, now standing over the blueprints, over the blueprints.
Life perpetuates itself through diversity, and this includes the ability to sacrifice itself when necessary. Cells repeat the process of degeneration and regeneration until one day they die, obliterating an entire set of memory and information. Only genes remain. Why continually repeat this cycle? Simply to survive by avoiding the weaknesses of an unchanging system.
Been born a billion times in this holographic continuum. Pores of psilocybin, my co-pilot's definitive. Poltergeist in the pendulum, swinging, singing the melancholy mantra for the Sangha circle. I keep the garden fertile. Medicines are largely herbal. Purple, green, the spotted turtle. In between the dreams and coughs, we flip the mode from thought to verbal. Exhalated manifolds runneth over. Focused, always anarchistic, simply you can fuck composure. I pluck a clover, then I feel the urge to break rocks. I punch a boulder off a mountain in that same spot. Post a paradoxical expression when my brain pops. Strange God, I am 9,000 hours invested. Shaitan in the same vein, power projected. Not separate, dualities, how it's connected. Opposites and synthesis, a comprehensive genesis. From megaliths to microorganisms, this is interdependence. Tip at the pinnacle, wisdom's wind is. She in the poem journals, told eggs and singing bowls. Gōsuto in a chrome burger, old monk strings his bow. Kali in the gopi herders, napping while I reap a show. Fugazi flags are rolled and burning, come along.
Yeah, who's the most wicked, prolific, flow vicious, so vivid, cold lyric, writing mastermind in the whole district. Most gifted, flow mystic, you could soak in it. And if the goal is to blow the limit, you know I'm with it. Marx like Megatron, strong cybernetic arm. Weapon spawned from a legendary echelon. Set a bomb like we in the desert out in Lebanon. Sever harm, have the whole sector like Desert Storm. What's the lesson drawn? My guess is that you're guessing wrong. Me and the delicate pretenders never get along. War machine, body armor like Decepticon. Shred you in your present form, you're forever gone.
Ayakashi in the poem journals, toad eggs and singing bowls. Musashi in the crow murder, old monk strings his bow. Kali in the gopi herders, napping while I reap a show. Fugazi flags are rolled and burning, come along and see the show. Zigzag, ziggurat, the inner gods are interactive. Middle path assassin, Victor Zaz in a gentle package. No benefactor, I built my castle with grit and passion. You're kissing glass in a prison planet, you missed your chances. Tenzo in the temple kitchen, learning just to let it be. Chefing with my senses, I don't use restrictive recipes. Presently, I'm staying present, flexing's not impressing me. Record is impeccable, like tech is on the S&P. Pressure, heat, and decibels are festering, just let it breathe. I pledge allegiance to detestable and heathenistic beings, aiming rockets at an awfully broken system. Sanga's all accomplices, I call them co-defendants. Ayakashi in the poem journals, toad eggs and singing bowls. Musashi in the crow murder, old monk strings his bow. Kali in the gopi herders, napping while I reap a show. Fugazi flags are rolled and burning, come along and see the show.
I hit the scripts with dirty fists, but keep the crystals clean. No need to kiss the ring if you ain't switched with this the ring. My spit'll drill a wig and fill it up until it's steam. I pop up where you sleep, I know you wish it was still a dream. Mouth pistol scream, knocking off its brittle beam. I breath a fiend for this hip-hop that I live and breathe. I'm giving wings, feel my swing, set your spirit free. Boxguts a king, do my thing, airing, tearing beats. Flip with the sickest of sickle, sick of the sick with the riddle. Stick to the script to get lit up, stip up with rhythm and rip up. I twist the ditch, watch them spit up. I lock it in, better give up. I rock the skin if they slip up, squash my consents while they slither.
If I asked if you want some dinner, and you ready everyone started trying to, I said to myself, this motherfucker, he's carrying on like he ain't got a care in the world, and who knows? Maybe he don't. Marty, you know what we got here? Motherfucking Charlie Brown.
Step inside the center of a spinning seat of life. Come a little closer, I can help you see the light. 7 spinning wheels along the spine, I'll realign. Free your mind, you can see it when you read between the lines. See, recently I died, evaporated in the void. All I saw was black, I concentrated on the voice. It told me I was free from all the pain that I endured. Faceless out of form, I took the shape of something more. Phenotypes identical, they must have cloned my cells. Reanimated matter, now I'm poking through the veil. As far as I can tell, y'all are comatose as well. Crabs in the bucket getting lower down the well. Probably overdose in jail, be with soap inside the cell. Swimming through Ouroboros, now you're choking on your tail. Oh well, let's return you to the dark matter. See you in the orbit of a binary star pattern.
Geomagnetic storm vision, born wisdom, roll with supernova emissions. Red wing globe approaching like a ghostly apparition. 0 point volition, flow position. The soul pops off the skull, rolling dimensions. In the torsion fields, chased by AI engines. Our great minds start rebuking the data harvesters, trying to market our futures. Ouroboros, one with the all-law mission. Pause for carbon
dread now, the man eternal sleep. I find reality follows me where I roll.
Shooting out the mental mix.
Mind's on the way, rhyme feed the mind.
Finish off a dead mind like a vulture. Vulture.
I meditate to comprehend all possible ends and dimensions that have been until they blend. There's only one left that we're in. It's a win-win when we find God within. A lose-lose when Lucifer tried to be the twin. The double is a devil and Diablo in a dim form of light. Y'all watch Zeitgeist too much and turned into poltergeist. I know Christ will override his soul's dark and lonely nights. Shortcomings, oversights washed away. MCs washed up cause they don't watch and pray on that same old same. Y'all don't want none, son, just walk away. I consecrate all I say in the name of the nameless name. Animate the clay with the breath of life in the flame. Dang, how I look trying to explain these things to orangutans who complain about everything they do. Never consider blaming themselves.
Heavy metal, hot kettle, bullets, wrestling. Peace to the gods, they all listening. Mega mental, supreme levels, death to all devils. It's a transmission. Watch my aura glisten, blister in the sun. Master builders is wrong with all. Don't be so fucking naive, don't be so fucking dumb. Red rum being sipped by these savages daily. Red sun, two in the sky, now who's crazy? Nothing but fucking crybabies. People who come through and destroy shit. I finally laugh while you're all shitting in your pants. Scared to damn your death, live with no regrets. Stay focused, be happy, don't be so stressed. Say less, it's best to shut the fuck up below they pocket speaking. Always on a mission, rich righteous teaching. Burning all leeches and parasites. Life is a test, ready to quest the universe. My insights combined with the number 9. Love the beats, love the rhymes.
Counterclockwise, I rise like the sun.
Press the wrong thread now, the man eternal sleep. I find reality follows me where I roll.
Shooting out the mental mix.
Mind's on the way, rhyme feed the mind.
Finish off a dead mind like a vulture. 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 Vulture.
Got acrylic in my paint marker. Wait for darkness and break into the train yards with bolt cutters. My soul brothers are brave artists. Snake charmers, we stay sharp when the Jake's barking. Great gardens of old grow in the mystic mind, twisting up the columns in the Solomonic 6 design. Pick a side and spin it, this is where the great collide. Triple line champ pupil who was never meant to fly. Kiss the sky, feeling blessed in every enterprise. Grateful when I get the prize, I keep my life simplified. I rip the spine from a biter in the suplex. Shang Tsung student, a Tahuti with the blue neck. Crude essence transmuted to jewel treasure. Raw materials transformed into smooth letters. I can break it down and build it up again in palaces, cathedrals, and the people be the algorithm alchemist. When I say I'm counting sheep, it doesn't mean I'm trying to sleep. It means I'm looking out the window, keeping tabs on what I see. The apple of the tree of discord is gobbled constantly, so we create realities that elevate philosophy. When I say I'm counting sheep, it doesn't mean I'm trying to sleep. It means I'm looking out the window, keeping tabs on what I see. The apple of the tree of discord is gobbled constantly, so we create realities that elevate philosophy.
Yes, look at the lowest form they fronted with glory, highest sworn sentences. Lit up levels of learned thought, then it blew away the witnesses. Dissonance speaking with peace, it ends with cynicism and grief. Then when autumn winds whisk away the risk like the whims, I slay this leaf. I sip holy water, spit in these sea, divide the ocean like Moses. May see the zenith, watch the cloud divide so the rain can grow the roses. Treachery treats time, armies with doubts and karma. Shang Tsung the way I loom shape, shift sunshine like noose with Zeus farmer. Neglection is immune in tune, inflection is crescendo. Voltron in human form, cause you've been warned by Nuisance and Tenzo. Truth seek, seated at one, we did our grim. Bled from building beards, grabbing, gripping ledges. Sorry, stacked like skyscrapers, make the lost one to leave ledges. Sleep with strangle edges, pledging only peace. Powerful and amorphous into the beast. T decorates the edges, said it makes measures. When minds like mine get studied by medics, these metrics exceed math. Count the sheep and leave a message.
When I say I'm counting sheep, it doesn't mean I'm trying to sleep. It means I'm looking out the window, keeping tabs on what I see. The apple of the tree of discord is gobbled constantly, so we create realities that elevate philosophy. When I say I'm counting sheep, it doesn't mean I'm trying to sleep. It means I'm looking out the window, keeping tabs on what I see. The apple of the tree of discord is gobbled constantly, so we create realities that elevate philosophies.
Pumping in the sanctum, hypnosis, encoded, elemental scaffolding. Veil the gnosis inside a floating pyramid with rocket propulsion. Toes focus, explosive comments of logic. Sent from deep space, military bases built inside my third optic. Holographic, theosophic mathematics encrypt my rhyme tablet with elaborate Atlantean hieroglyphs and enhanced poetic magic. Aerodynamic semantics, I spit, intercept air traffic. Generate, rotating cadence rates, neurochemically assassinate. Invoking bars, open stargates with assessments, mirrored off edges of infinity reflections. Endless, Shang Tzu style elder, dropping science like the sect cult from the Nile Delta.
Por las ciencias particulares, sé que es indiscutible que Dios tiene que existir, pero no me lo creo. Y eso es terrible, cada vez me acerco más, pero no. Entonces todo estaría resuelto, sobre todo el problema de la muerte, porque yo tiemblo de pensar en la muerte.
Fibonacci, Nautilus, they sealed it in our building blocks. 8 billion strong, feeling calm until the ceiling drops. See distinctions, what you want and what you really got. I was even grateful for the seeds that made the Philly pop. Mill or not, we never miss a mill and fill the coffers. We left the bricks, but still the cops are like the village monsters. They'll burn the books and then they'll probably go and kill the authors. Philosopher with a certain set of skills to offer. You feeling froggy, we can film it, I'll reveal a problem. Milk and bottles, swear I'm dealing with some real imposters. Hurricane surface, but underneath is the stillest water. 700 million sovereign souls still live in squalor. Boarding up the buildings cause the junkies steal the copper. I got a plate for the plane, this meal is proper. Looking out the windows at the clouds concealing saucers. Silver revolver goes pop, pop and we're falling. Chris walking the gauntlet and Crip walking on comets. Sipping distilled water and picking lint from my pockets. Children listen to prophets, men are built with the knowledge that this is all illusion and nothing is really solid. You're swilling vodka, fatter than Milanakis. You could kill a cop with a rock or a missile launcher. I'm Benny Blanco, accosting Brigante casually. Pillage your consciousness, vanish in the menagerie.
It's pure insanity, simulated reality. Frauds lost in a fantasy that mad at me. Cause my style exposes fallacy. Rappers carbon copies and clones straight out of factory. Lost in a world full of delusional vanity. Marx counterculture, undisputable mastery. I empower all who hear, produce substantially. Energy reserves like super mutant anatomy. The weak-hearted crumble and fold from brutal savagery. Sun Tzu practice reusing a ruthless strategy. Boost like a battery, build and fuse rapidly. Kill the useless until movement is satisfactory. Humans scramble frantically, dash to where safety is. A shady biz, escaping the blast radius. My alias, the cybernetic Arcadius. Don't take the risk, just stay away from the dangerous. The oracle predicted a present matrix glitch. So I go to war with the modern day Agent Smith. Miscellaneous blades that pierce intracutaneous. You replicants lame and fucking flavorless. Visualize the victory, rhyme stimulating the stimulize the imagery. Fuck a wicked industry and a devilish ministry. Vibes are electrical, this is stereochemistry. They tried to get rid of me, take me off balance, challenging my solidity. All of their efforts in vain, I killed instantly. Marx and Tenzo, this is stereochemistry.
Some thoughts have a certain sound, that being the equivalent to a form. Through sound and motion, you will be able to paralyze nerves, shatter bones, set fires, suffocate an enemy or burst his organs.
More deep. More deep, more deep, more deep, more deep.
Like the candles. Yes, sir. They're doing cartwheels in this motherfucker. Tenzo Ayakashi. No goals, I make non-linear plans. Life is a thought experiment tossed into your hands. Cotton conflict in this mosh pit of the masses. Consciousness augmented by omnipotent masters. I decompress while I wash dishes and pans. Fuck a dishwasher, I do this shit with my hands. Anonymous in a mask, a long list of demands. Auspicious disaster, I'm marveling in the fact that one spark from a match could turn a city to ash. Remember that's attacking spooky action at a distance. Interdependence, true the apple of the temptress. Booted looting castles on behalf of the resistance. No food for you, just ammo, now we're rationing provisions. Past the sentence, no more passive abolition. Phantom menace, I'm a flashing apparition. I passed the finish, now I stand at the beginning. I'm unraveling and visceral while channeling ephemeral maladies called lifespans, unbalanced in their intervals. Prowess in my ventricles, but clouds of doubt are literally crowding my peripheral. Resounding, it's a ritual to place them all aside and peel away the fiction, self-inflicted ball of lies, and watch the confidence unwind. I got an obelisk inside, flanked by matching columns. At the top is where my eyes see with clear awareness the samadhs you hide and eye. Vipassanas and sight and dollar signs are not the prize. Not the prize, it's no surprise. Commodities monopolized. Well, they preach and proselytize and sow deceit in boxes tied with ribbons cut from dead flags of the monetized establishment. Yeah, these fascists get a brick between the teeth, that's how we handle it. 2025 Tenzo ATOM. Only dead fish go with the flow. Tenzo or Gamma. Whale oil lanterns dripping fat on the cobblestones. Geishas clean the makeup off their faces as he hobbles home. Bottles glow with bioluminescent vodka soaking jellyfish in tavern windows, followed by a squawking crow. Frogs croak, blocking constables to block the road. Pockets swole, hot from weighted dice he tossed and rolled. Games of chance and dancers of kabuki, Yodi on patrol. Irizumi only shows his sleeves are cupped and rolled up, exposing tales of ancestral spells and spirit realms. He hears the bells of the monastery near the swelling township of a rival clan. House is shrouded by a vast and undulating cumulus, dark except the jeweled accoutrements adorning bruising fists. Silent in the Dharma halls, the monks receive their tutelage. Wooden flutes, makugiyos, and sutras where the Buddha lives. The music drifts and seems to lacerate the humid mist. Humid mist. Walking with the heavy bag of lead, he called it hindsight. Sipping something wicked, label red, just get your mind right. Rolling in the summertime, dragging on his robes. Poking at a butterfly that landed on his nose. Walking with the heavy bag of lead, he called it hindsight. Sipping something wicked, label red, just get your mind right. Rolling in the summertime, dragging on his robes. Poking at a butterfly that landed on his nose. Holding calloused hands of artisans shaped tofu on a board. He takes a rest and slugs away the shochu from his gourd. Warrior class when broken, feel at home amongst the poor. Though his thoughts of home have scattered, now it's her and nothing more. A zeppelin in the distance drags a dragon egg by 50 chains. Cobble switch to soil under sandals as the city fades. Fermented eggs waft from shanties with the pinchy fragrance. Roosters storm the markets, tipping carts awaking dingy vagrants. Grimmy paces and adjusts his heavy arquebus. Seeing back from civilized, the civilized are carbon dust. Tory gates and forest waking radiant from starry dusk. The morning bathes in 40 shades of orange, making artists blush. Gardens luscious blossoms seem to hover in the summer's breath. Petals reminiscent of the stitching on her colored dress. He clutched his chest, heart fluttered as he summoned death. Bleeding on the grave above while underneath his lover slept. Walking with the heavy bag of lead, he called it hindsight. Sipping something wicked, label red, just get your mind right. Ronin in the summertime, dragging on his robes. Poking at a butterfly that landed on his nose. Yeah, walking with the heavy bag of lead, he called it hindsight. Sipping something wicked, label red, just get your mind right. Ronin in the summertime, dragging on his robes. Poking at a butterfly that landed on his nose. Yeah. Here we go again. You know I said I would, but everything comes to an end, but nothing ever ends. Weaponry's blunted and banned, another supplement shoved into my muzzle like rain. I'm your bubble pin, something lives up under my skin. It's muffled utterances, doubling its efforts, crossed the moats and tried to kill a god. Birthed in adolescence, now resembling Gorilla Grodd. A Visigothic militant whose skills are shrill as its facade, filled and sealed with ill intent and pillaging the mental walls. Philistine giant, defiant, climbing from crowded chasms. Devious, the interloper, smiling sly. He found the matches, pounding on an alabaster fountain. That accounts for sadness. Every selfish act's an open door, and now it's found a passage. Wrath is the antagonist, the catalyst that madness haggles. Entropy igniter, drunken crashing through the tabernacle. Between stimulus and response, there is a space, and that space is our ability to choose. Everything comes to an end, but nothing ever ends. Weaponry's blunted and banned, another supplement is shoved into my muzzle like grain. I'm your bubble pin, something lives up under my skin. Its muffled utterance is lying through its jagged golden teeth. It breached the void inside, it stays and plays its little games. It's now disguised, its voice is mine. Its choice to hide and wait, sedated, pacing in the void of mind. It's always patient, lifting weights, enjoying, toying with the tide. It masquerades as anything but it, intrepid scavenger. Adolescent traumas fracture self-inherit passengers. The terroristic apparition, Vamachara ravager. Little sprigs of lavender and sage arranged in diagrams. Cedar wood and Palo Santo sticks ablaze to light the path. Ceasing further violence is the only way to fight it back.